Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to NASA Bunker 33, where all your bunker dreams come true. I'm your host, Quiddy's the Sprinkler, and I feel like utter shit tonight. But I'm here, and we're doing the damn thing. Uh, with me tonight, we have Booma. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I've made a discovery. Really good. Well, not really good, but I'll pretend I am. I've made a discovery. Replacing your morning coffee with green tea, you can lose up to 87% of what little joy you still have in your life. Don't do green tea. It's shocking. And apart from that, I don't know. What are we doing tonight? I don't pay attention. I don't listen anymore. My hearing aid batteries went flat, so I'm fucked if I know what's going on. So
Well,
please
can
fill us
you
in,
hear
my friend.
me? That's the real
I can.
question.
I can.
Oh, okay,
I
good,
can,
good.
but you are the voice in my head. So yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say that about me. We also have Mallory. How are you doing tonight?
I am feeling all right. I got some nice tequila. I mean, not tequila. What the fuck? I got the vodka.
Mexico, Russia, they're pretty much same country.
Same. What the fuck did I say tequila for? What?
Yeah, the G in KGB stands for bingo. So there you go. You're working for the KGB now.
So,
Well, maybe if you're getting the two mixed up, maybe you should just take another shot.
I cheers to that. I'm taking it.
There you go. I actually bought some gummies for tonight, but because I'm not
Ooh.
feeling well, I decided I wasn't going to eat them. I'll wait, and I think we may be having a happy Festivus party at some point that the gummies might come out for if I'm feeling better. Uh, we also have a Vishanti in here, although I don't know if she's back yet. Are you here, Vishanti? If she's here, she's very, very, very quiet.
Toast to
And
Christmas Machati.
yeah. And I think we have a producer or something. I don't know. Uh, there's some random chick laying on the couch asleep, so who knows?
Well, I just got a quick question there. What are all those little illuminous butt plugs hanging up across the set? Like, that's a lot of work for a lot of butt plugs. Who's ordered that in? And how could you use that many?
I mean, I've used most of them so far.
Oh, you guys keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh,
This one.
okay. Well, apparently she's awake now, so uh our producer that never fucks anything up ever, Chrismer, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. I was just trying to sleep and y'all kept on talking and wait, it's Saturday already?
Yeah, blame Booma for that.
It's
You're so
Sunday here, so it's
loud.
not my. It's Sunday. It's not my fault.
Oh yeah, I ate the last burger and NASA told me, it gave me this body, it said that, they apologized for the microwave incident and, um, yeah.
All
Yay?
right. So tonight we have a very interesting subject because I'm pretty sure everyone has anyone who's been a part of a channel or had their own channel uh, probably at some point has gotten a copyright strike. Especially in our community, people like to use it as a weapon against people that call them out on their bullshit. And that's happened to us. That's happened to a lot of other channels in the community. Uh, Danny Pratt is a uh, big copyright striker, false copyright claimer.
I'd say
Uh,
SGB News is too.
yeah.
Glenn
Uh,
Serio, let me see, PayPal Patty.
yeah, a lot
There's
of the a
auditors.
lot of the First Amendment auditors and sovsits that think they know the law
Don't know
somehow
law.
don't understand how copyright works. It's kind of amazing. You think with their infinite knowledge of the law they would understand that, but
Yeah.
they don't. Uh, so for anyone that doesn't know, our channel got taken away a little while back because people decided to copyright claim our videos,
Yeah.
and we had to fight them. So I guess tonight is kind of our story having to fight copyright claims and other people's stories as well, and what you can do to ensure that if you do need to file a copyright claim on someone, you know whether it's a real copyright claim or a false copyright claim, and if you've been claimed, what you can do.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
what videos do we have tonight? Oh,
Oh,
you wanted to say something?
well, I'm gonna have to go to the projection room, so see
Oh,
you there.
Oh, so you're projecting. Look,
yep.
the basic thing of it is, if you're, say, a musician, you wouldn't mind people using your stuff if it's good material. But like Twisted Sister, they didn't want We're Not Going to Take It Anymore being used by Donald Trump, but they lawyer up. We had a similar thing happen here in Australia where Clive Palmer, Al, what do you call him? Donald Trump Light, a mining magnate, tried to use it, offered him money, used it anyway, and actually got sued by the Twisted Sister management for $2 million. So it does work sometimes in your favour. I wish Twisted Sister would write a song about him using that money, but they got the cash out of it. They correctly copyright struck Clive Palmer, but they didn't get Donald Trump. I think they just had a cease and desist or something like that. So if you got material and it's used out of context, you got a right to say, no, that's bullshit. But these dudes overdo it. You guys like Dell, don't call me a fucking idiot and I'll strike you. Well, that's fair opinion. Like, I mean, in our opinion, you might be a fucking idiot. So how do you state someone's an idiot without getting a copyright strike? Like, if they said something stupid, you have freedom of speech, I guess. I don't know, guys. Thoughts?
Uh, it's a fine line as far as fair use goes, but I think even if someone is using something fair use, uh, well, let me put it a different way. Using the Twisted Sister song, or I think Donald Trump used Bruce Springsteen at one point and several
Yeah.
other songs. They just used them
Yeah.
in whole. That's not fair use whatsoever.
No, that's not.
But fair use, there are 4 guidelines for fair use, and we'll go through those tonight. Uh, you have to meet those, and it can be anything from stopping and commenting, or Everett Anderson, someone in the community. All he does is basically post like reaction memes throughout someone's video. He doesn't talk in any of his videos or anything. He just posts reactions to things that they say throughout the video. And that's still transformative. That's still commentary as far as the law goes. So it is fair use. And I'm sure he's had a few copyright strikes by now.
Probably.
People don't like it when you call out their bullshit.
Yeah.
And, I understand that because these people think they're right. Whereas I know that I'm a dumbass, and if someone calls me out of my bullshit, I'll be like, yep, you called me out of my bullshit. Good job.
Well, I always say thanks for the like, thanks for the attention. Give me a like or a dislike. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it, and fuck you. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
You're allowed to. I'm not going to bitchy about it.
And I do
But
want
it's
to point
not
out
just us.
something
Yeah.
real quick that Ugly German Truth said in chat. He said that we have the perfect defense against copyright strikes. Just send a notice back that says, okay, we accept that you own the copyright, but now you also own our boomer. Please come and fetch him.
And I have a no refund. We have a no refunds policy too. If you steal my identity, you're going to keep it. There's no refunds. So, yeah, that's it. No refund policy. And if Russian hackers or Chinese cyber thieves hacking my webcam, they generally need therapy. Don't do it, guys. Try me. Try me. I've got the defenses. You will. I don't look pleasant in the nude. So anyway,
You know,
I have my natural defenses.
the other night we watched a movie on Christmas Discord server, and we used StreamYard to watch it.
Yeah.
And the thing that I don't like about StreamYard is even if you have your camera turned off, your webcam is still turned on and active. So I didn't realize this at first. And I was cooking dinner while we were watching the movie. And I realized, like 30 minutes into it, that my webcam was pointed at me walking around my kitchen cooking, butt naked.
I didn't even notice. I wasn't paying attention down there. I was looking at the movie.
Well, luckily, I was just stuck in the waiting room where no one but the host could see me. But I had my webcam turned off in StreamYard. StreamYard turns your camera on as soon as you open
Well, yeah,
the
it
call.
does. That's true. Yeah, it does. It does do that.
So, my camera was on even though no one could see it. And I was just walking around naked on camera.
Yeah, we saw the tattoo. Oh my God! What did you do? Who did that tattoo on your butt cheek? Or do you not even know it's there?
Oh no, I know it's there. I got it at the same time I got my tramp stamp.
Oh, right. Access all areas. Okay, that's an interesting tattoo to have tattooed on your left butt cheek. Quitties, I'm intrigued. Okay.
You know what? You guys
well,
are
I actually had to
tiny.
cover up the exit only tattoo with something,
You guys are so tiny. I could just squish you.
That explains the spelling. Okay, I'm with you. Right.
All right, so let's get into these videos because there's a lot of videos on the list for tonight.
And I've got my yeah.
And apparently we still don't have a Vish.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She was trying to find where the fuck our pizza delivery is. It's been an hour and the tracker says delivered. Vish needs to get on that because, I'm hungry for some pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza is important. Pizza lives matter.
I mean, androids don't eat, but still, pizza does sound good.
Yeah. All right. So, what do we have on deck?
This is the old version of the copyright and fair use animation from YouTube. But this was published by YouTube, and they make you watch this, or used to make you watch this, when you got a copyright strike in order to get your channel back so you can stream within 24 hours of watching it.
Oh, yeah, the whole guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Even though you've been false copyright struck, we're still going to make you take a class before you can do anything.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, want to watch it?
Let me ask real quick, is your avatar going to be on there the whole time?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Can we maybe move it so that we can see the video?
Is that better?
It's getting better.
Okay, there. Is that better?
I mean, why don't you just put it... Can you put it in the room with us instead?
That would work.
That's not how VTubers work. Let's just watch the video.
So how's the tequila, Mallory? Is it tasting like tequila vodka? Or
It is
vodka?
vodka with like or with a bunch of freezies. It's quite the excellent tasty mix.
Yeah. A friend of ours, Gregor, used to do Russian Christmas, and we had 7 different grades of vodka. Oh my God, your face is tight, your ears go numb. you
Oof.
slur, and that's even before I've had a drink. Just the smell of the stuff nearly knocks you out. So good luck for vodka freezy. It's very good in Soviet Russia.
I can't drink vodka. It makes my interiors rust. I mean, it's just nasty.
You know, I remember the days when a handle of like Burnett's or equivalent vodka was a cool thing back when I was like 19. A half gallon of vodka for $10.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It tasted like rubbing alcohol, but we got shit faced.
That sounds like a lot. It's too much. But yeah, let's watch this
Where's our-
video
are we-
together.
Okay, I guess your avatar is just going to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, to copy, paste, mashup, remix, download, and
Do we
publish
have
content.
sound? We do. Or
People's
not.
writing, artwork, videos, and images can be inspiring, but they're also easy to take without thinking
This
twice.
is YouTube.
When
I
people
hate
treat
you.
the internet like
I'm
a
going to
free-for-all,
exploit you for
legal
money.
and ethical situations
That's
can
what I do.
arise.
Okay.
That's
No
why it's
sound.
important to know about copyright
We've
and
got
fair
belts and
use.
stuff.
It would help you give and receive credit where
Even
credit
though
is due.
some dumbass that doesn't
So
know what
what's
they're
a
doing
copyright?
filed a false copyright strike against your channel, you now have to learn about copyright law.
Yeah.
So that yada yada yada. Can we get sound on this, please?
You do have sound.
Yeah.
You should.
No, we don't.
No.
We don't have sound out here.
What the hell? It keeps on doing this. Your system sound. There.
Yeah. We have sound on the stream, just not for us.
It does this sometimes.
It's kind of hard to react to videos if we can't hear them.
Yeah. Can you hear it now, though?
Copyright law protects your control
Yep,
over
there it
Yes,
is.
we can. There
For
it
some
is.
reason,
Yeah,
it'll
loud and
disable
clear.
it'll disable after a certain amount of time. For some reason, I don't know why. If you don't have it completely active all the time, it'll just disable like that. But yeah, okay, let's
roll.
continue.
the creative
Alright.
work you make. It requires people to get your permission before they copy, rework, or share what you make. Most things that you find, download, and copy and paste from the internet are copyrighted. That doesn't mean that everything online is on lockdown and can't be used. It can, as long as you check who owns it, get permission to use it, give credit to the creator, buy it if necessary, and use it responsibly, then you're not stealing. Now, there are times when you can use a small part of someone else's copyrighted work without permission or paying a fee. This is called fair use. Fair use only applies when using content in certain instances: schoolwork and education, news reporting, criticizing or commenting, and comedy or parody. Specific guidelines, what we call the 4 points of fair use, must also be followed. First, you can only use a small amount of the work. Second, you have to add new meaning to the work to make it original.
Yeah, which everybody does. Well, not everybody, but everyone who follows fair use does that. We do it whenever we're right now. We're not just playing the video and then sitting back and doing nothing with it. We're commenting on it. We're making commentary.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a small amount. If there's bullshit in the entire piece of work, you can use the entire piece of work. You just can't show it without commentary or, any type of the other two things he's about to mention. But I just thought about something, and this would be completely hilarious if YouTube gave us a copyright strike for using their video without
I was
permission.
thinking the same thing.
You did. I was going to say that, you bastard. I was about to bring it up.
would
Yep,
be
get a
funny.
copyright strike. Take that, mother. How dare you critique us? We are the
Hashtag
boss.
thanks, Obama.
I love it.
Hashtag
All right,
fuck
keep
Joe
going.
Biden. Hashtag let's go, Brandon.
Mallory just ducked out. She said, BRB, bead a drubjik.
Oh,
Yep.
So I think
Fuck you,
Mallory,
Quitties.
I think Mallory beat a
I'm s-
drubjik.
I'm sitting in the dark trying to type. I just got a few candles. I just want to refill a little bit. So suck my dick. I mean, oh wow, I didn't mean to be that. Oh shit, I'm
Wow.
online.
Don't disclose. Yeah.
Wow, Mallory.
You heard it here first, everyone. Mallory has a dick.
It's
Yeah.
not that big, but yeah, just kidding.
Never say that. You never say how big
That's
your
what she
PP is
said.
publicly. Leave the mystery. So obviously she's drug guilt in the dark. You should pay your power bill, then you wouldn't be in candlelight. Well, maybe
Yeah.
being romantic. Who knows?
Flirt life, man. I'm living.
Okay.
I'm like one step closer to living in a van by the river.
Oh, God.
Bragger.
You'll have a
Down
lot of
by the
time for
river.
living in a van down by the river when you're living in a van down by the river.
Oh, right.
Let's finish this up. Yeah.
All right.
Third,
Okay, I'm back,
you
and
need to
I
rework
finally
it
got my
and use it in
pizza.
Yay, pizza!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yay.
All right, now share it with everyone.
Let's share
No.
it with everyone.
Okay.
Share it. Sharing is caring.
You cannot
remember?
has my pizza.
Sharing
Well, we
is
told the
caring.
audience on the stream that you were getting pizza for everyone, so
Yeah,
you
even
kind of
the
have to
chat.
now.
Yeah.
Even the 6 viewers in chat have to have a slice.
I mean, I'm kind of invested in the story, Vish. So what happened with your pizza?
So we ordered the pizza like an hour ago, and I wasn't expecting 5-minute delivery because it is Saturday. But the little tracker they give you on Domino's was saying your order's complete, and it was showing a city that's like easily half an hour from here. I was like, no, it's not here. My order is not complete. But eventually the guy did show up, and I just had to go chase him down at like almost a block away. So I was just like, okay, whatever, I've got pizza, I don't care.
So,
Nice.
does your pizza have pineapple on it by any chance?
It does actually.
Yay!
Okay, I don't want it.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
That's right.
Cool.
Pineapple pizza.
Unite
is the best.
pineappleians.
Hashtag
We
pineapple
got
goes
this.
on pizza.
Yeah, I'm right.
It does.
And now it's in my
And
belly.
even YouTube agrees with that.
That's
Well, YouTube is wrong. As we're about to see if we
Okay.
can play the video.
yeah.
in a
Nice
totally
segue.
different way. Finally, you have to use it for nonprofit purposes. In other words,
Like
you
we're
can't make money off
doing.
of your new creation. No matter what, it's a good idea to give credit to the creator of the work you use.
Okay, we're giving credit to the creator. This is by YouTube, put out by YouTube, and yeah, so we just gave credit to the creator so that they can't do anything.
Well, I'm about to call bullshit on another thing that they just said there. It has to be
Same.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
It does not have to be nonprofit. You can monetize a video
Yeah,
where
That's
you
right.
use someone else's work.
that's one of the things I think they changed in the newer version.
Yeah.
I believe they changed that in the newer version.
Because YouTube was wrong about their own rules.
Yeah. Because originally, fair use was about, non-profit stuff. But now that things have changed a bit, they are like, yeah, fair use applies to everything, even for-profit stuff, as long as it's transmorphative.
I mean, it is the DMCA, and the M stands for Millennium, because the law was passed, what, in 1999?
Well, as will be pointed out, it's more or less a bit of a thug episode because Aussie Man Reviews, if we do his little one on his other channel, points out that they said, you've used our stuff, we want $10,000. It was basically just mafioso thuggery. And he said, they Googled up his net worth. But anyway, we'll see that later.
Transformative.
That happens with Fail Army a lot, too.
Transformative. As long as it's transformative. That's the word I was looking for. Not transmogrify.
All right, let's finish this video.
Yeah, let's finish it.
It's just a sign of respect. So what should you do if you find something online that you want to use? As a rule of thumb, check who owns it, get permission to use it, give credit to the creator.
You don't have to actually do that anymore because if you're making commentary, you don't have to check who owns it. well, you kind of do check who owns it automatically because you're looking at the content and you'll see who owns it. But you don't have to get permission to use it. Get permission to use it because you're being a commentary channel, and you don't have to get permission to use content anymore.
And a lot of times, I know, especially Simon Dan has started doing this where he will not credit the person because he has, nearly 500,000 subscribers, and he doesn't want them to just gang up on someone and blow their comments
Yeah,
up.
he actually had to. He didn't have to, but he took down a video about that chick making moonwater because so many people were going over and saying like nasty things on her channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he intentionally does not credit the source anymore because of that. And
he also
that's actually for that person's protection, basically.
And he doesn't want to drive people over there as well and make them more popular, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't think that's part of it. But
okay.
Yeah. All right, let's finish the video.
Yeah.
Buy it if necessary, and use it responsibly, which means judging for fair use. You're a creator, innovator, and inspirer. Think twice about your rights and responsibilities in our online culture, and then pay it forward.
And that's the end of that active movie.
And there was so much wrong with that.
Yeah, there was so much wrong with it.
I haven't even seen the new one, so I don't know if they fixed it, if they still have stuff that's wrong in it.
I had to in order for us to be able to stream again. So yeah, you can thank me for having to watch that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, terms of service changes again on the 5th of January next year, so we're all going to read up and see what band-aids they've stuck on a broken system to try to get it over the line and discover a whole new plethora of flaws. That's something to look forward to.
I can tell you right now, judging by what's on the screen, that YouTube is not going to like it if you press play on this video.
Okay.
And we will probably get a warning that we're using copyrighted material. Because YouTube protects people that make them a lot of money.
Yeah, true. Well, it was PewDiePie complaining about YouTube's broken copyright system and how he won't copyright
which is a good video and people should go watch it, but they will probably try to shut our stream down if we play it.
True. You've got a point, so I won't play it.
Yes.
But it's a good video if you want to watch it. I will leave a link in. Well, I can't.
I'll drop a link in the chat and.
Yeah. Wait until after this stream and then go and watch it because it's a really good video.
And we'll update the description as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me find it.
We will update the description to include all the links to.
There it is.
All the videos, I guess. After.
I'm probably. Sorry for interrupting, Madame Krismer, but I'm probably not going to be able to hang out much longer. But I do want to summarize my frustrations with this because the simple fact of the matter is YouTube is way too massive to have that many human employees checking things. So they had to automate it. But because they automated it, it catches way too many false positives. And people abuse the system because bad faith actors are everywhere. And like smaller channels that don't have any clout or any reach take that, and it's not right. And YouTube seems like they're not even in a position to fix it. Like it's irrelevant whether they want to. I don't think that this is a fixable problem because it's just so massive.
Yeah.
They would have to hire tens of thousands of people just to make a dent in it.
Yeah.
So it's actually economically impossible to do.
Instead of this video, I am going to go to where is it? Freaky Blinders video? Which one is? I know I had it loaded. Oh, that is the one I had loaded. God damn it. I'm sorry, I'm being a ditz tonight.
That's okay. It's been kind of crazy lately.
I don't know why I'm just so ditzy. God's my head's like in a weird place right now.
Look,
You know
the
what?
other thing too is that YouTube never learned how to handle its growth. And to be honest with you, whenever you start any business model, it's a bit uppity to think, hey, what's going to happen when we've got 1 million subs? You love that thing. Now, I seem to remember MySpace fell over and people ran across to wherever else, other alternative platforms. So could another thing happen here where YouTube gets phased out? I guess. I don't know. It's a tricky thing to see. Will we desert in droves? I personally would. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't think it'll get phased out so much because it's a cash cow for Google.
Yeah,
They make
yeah.
so much money off
They
of
make
it
way too much.
with so little that they have to put into it
Yeah.
compared to other projects that they have.
Well, they really don't put anything into it. It's all the users that put everything into it.
Well, yeah, but they still have to maintain the platform
Well, yeah, but
and everything behind the scenes. So
how
there
hard is
is work that
maintaining
they
it?
have to put into it, but
Yeah.
it's self-sustaining as far as people uploading videos to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the people. They're not actually making money. It's the users that are making money for them.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
we're
it's a cash
Ugly
cow.
German truths. Ugly German truths add to it and says nobody's managed to build a platform that is stable and massive enough to replace YouTube. That's a very good point, Ugly.
Yeah.
Another one too, though, is Twitch.
Twitch
Don't
is
even want to
trying.
go there. Twitch is so happy with their gaming crowd and the money they're making that their
Yeah.
growth is managed properly. They're actually a really good platform, but they only leave your material up for 2 weeks. So they're not
Yeah.
yet there as an alternative, but they don't want to touch it for some reason, which I think is clever marketing. They're trying to maintain their brand. So maybe they will take over when the time is right. Or
Yeah.
what some other alternative, perhaps. Who knows? Anyway, obviously what they're doing is not funny.
Yeah. It's not.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but YouTube actually used to be really good. Like the whole platform was so much better before Google bought it. As soon as Google bought it, everything just started going to shit on the platform itself.
Excuse me.
And you know, we've kind of just learned to deal with it. But it was such a nicer platform back when it wasn't owned by Google. But that's really not the topic for tonight. Tonight is
Yeah.
about copyright claims. So
Yeah.
let's watch another video.
This one's Creaky Blinder, and this one isn't about copyright strikes. It's about copyright claims, which is just as bad, if not actually worse, than copyright
yeah.
strikes. Because
Uh,
if someone copyright claims your video, they basically get every single bit of income that video will make.
yeah. So for those that don't know the difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike, copyright strike takes your video down. That means you lose the video, you get 3 strikes, you're out. But copyright claims, you can have an infinite number of copyright claims. Basically, all it is, say we make a video that's 2 hours long. We do one of these streams, and someone says, "Oh, they used my work for 10 seconds of that video." The way it's set up, they put a copyright claim on it. And any ad revenue, now we're not monetized, so we don't make anything off of this channel, but YouTube still shows ads. So YouTube still makes a little bit of money off of our channel. Not a whole lot, but the person that claims our video, they make the share that would go to us on that entire 2-hour video, even though only 10 seconds of it was their stuff. And copyright claims are a lot harder to fight than copyright strikes. Even though copyright strikes are way more of a pain in the ass, copyright claims are a lot harder to fight.
Also, if you get a copyright strike, you don't contact YouTube to get it removed. You contact the claimant, and you have to give that claimant your personal information. That means your full name, your address, everything and your phone number, and your email. You have to give them everything in order for them to even start the proceedings. And even then, you know what they're going to do. They're just going to wait out the 30 days and not do anything because they know they don't have a case for, to go to court with. So they just wait out the 30 days. And then YouTube's like, okay, they didn't do anything. So your video is fine and we can re-upload it. But at that point, what's the point? Because nobody's going to go and watch it because it's old now. It's a month old. Nobody's going to go back and watch a month-old video usually.
Yeah, it kills, for channels that are monetized, it absolutely kills the revenue on that video.
Yeah.
And, larger channels can make hundreds or even thousands of dollars off of each video.
Yeah.
So you're taking possibly thousands of dollars out of someone's hands by doing that. And most of the time, someone doesn't want to go through all the trouble of legal proceedings. So, that's just lost income for them. It's just a way to troll them.
And what
at the end of the day.
And what Early German Truth said is correct. You can only fight one copyright claim at a time, and it can take 3 months to clear out. So it can take up to 3 months for a copyright claim to for you to get rid of that copyright claim, and you can only do one at a time. So yeah, that's what this whole video is about actually. So let's go ahead and watch it.
My name is Mark Fitzpatrick, and my career is in jeopardy.
What the hell, Creaky? Why the hell are you showing us this video? What's this got to do with the price of fish? Well, nothing, but it is a very important video, and if you stick around, I'll show you why. Now, I absolutely love being a YouTuber. The fact that I get to call this my job is still absolutely mind-blowing to me. I mean, just look at me. I'm old, I'm bald, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about most of the time. But with that being said, I have to make this video. And in my humble opinion, for what it's worth, every single content creator on this platform should be doing exactly the same thing. And this is why. Please subscribe.
Over the last 24 hours, I've sat back in disbelief, shock, and sorrow as my life's work has been unfairly ripped away from me. And in this video, I will detail the current standing of my channel, why YouTube's content ID system is fundamentally broken, how Toei Animation are clearly abusing it, and why they will always get away with it if nothing is done to combat this problem.
This is Mark Fitzpatrick from the channel Totally Not Mark. He's an anime reviewer, and he essentially does something very similar to me, which is why this story worries me so much.
2 nights ago,
Yeah, we're gonna have to comment on it because we're not. Got anything to say so far?
I mean, there really hasn't been anything in the video to comment on.
Yeah, true. We're just gonna have to pause it ever so often because we don't want to get, drunk again.
Yeah. Basically, all that's been said is, hey, here's a guy that does this.
Yeah, true.
And he's got a problem. So,
yeah, true. Okay.
We're going to have to get more into the meat of the video before we can really comment on it.
Yeah, true. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Received an email notifying me that 15 of my videos had been copyright claimed and blocked by Toei Animation. 1 hour later, that number rose to 28, and when I woke up this morning, it had reached a total of 150 videos that my audience now can no longer see and that I cannot monetize.
Now, when a YouTube content creator uploads a video to their channel, it gets a spike in revenue. It's a brand new video. Hopefully people are excited to see a new video. They watch it. The ad revenue is higher. Then over a certain period of time, depending on the channel, the ad revenue sort of peters out and it plods along slowly in the background. But in the simplest of terms, what that means is even your old videos continue to make you a little bit of money in the background.
To put that into perspective, because myself and my team work on a single video per week, that equates to almost 3 years worth of work, and as a result, the main source of my company's income is now gone.
Now, just for a little bit of perspective, and for those that don't upload content to YouTube, imagine if you woke up every morning and the first thing you had to do was check your emails to find out whether or not you were still going to receive a salary for the job that you do. Now, Mark is completely free to continue uploading content to his channel, but without having the ability to earn any money from his channel, how is he going to pay his employees and himself?
Let's start with the Content ID system. I take my job very seriously. Because of this, I ensure that both myself and my employees adhere strictly to the fair dealings and fair use policies as outlined by YouTube and within my own country and other countries.
So for any channel on YouTube that makes commentary, reactionary, or review style content, they do rely heavily on fair use. But fair use is a really grey area. YouTube itself says that fair use is a US law that allows the reuse of copyright protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. However, fair use is determined on a case-by-case basis, and different countries have different rules about when it's acceptable to use material without the copyright owner's permission. And what that basically means is fair use offers content creators like me absolutely no protection at all, because huge companies like Toy Animations can just choose to completely ignore fair use if they see fit.
I write reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fair use is a U.S. law. And even though all the cool people in this channel are from the U.S., we do have people that aren't from the U.S., believe it or not.
That's a wonderful cue. In fact, someone's still got their truck in the background there. Look, I can tell you one thing that comes in most of the music books you buy, which is from a band. It says at the start, this may not be reproduced, blah, 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 in any way, shape, or form, except by a reviewer who can quote brief passages and credit us. Now, that's a sense where I might say, better to die on your feet than to live on your knees. That's from Midnight Oil, the band, the Aussie rock band. Okay, I'm crediting them. That's okay. But where it draw the line at is if you use the second verse of a song, you start using the song, then it's stepping out of what they call fair use. They say review and quote brief passages, and that's written in all books that have got the copyright law. It's there in the front page when you open it up. So it's not hidden on the 9th page or anything. You know what your copyright requirements are when it comes to musicians. Now, I don't know what happens in the print industry of books and that, but I dare say it's a similar rule. Small passage, small sentences, okay. Big paragraph, not so much.
Yeah. And as far as videos go, exactly what we were doing there, where Chrismer paused the video, that's considered small passages. We stopped it after, a minute 15 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's not right.
And talked for a couple of minutes, even though there wasn't really anything in the video to talk about. And now we're stopping it again, and we're discussing things again. So even though we're watching the entire video, we're only using small passages at a time and commenting on them.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Fair use.
Someone who's a charlatan, and you draw their tape up, and then you draw attention to the fact they're a charlatan, they're probably going to try to do what they can to stop you and muffle you and censor you, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So I dare say it's how you say. If you say, that's a great song, I love these guys, they really do good music, they're going to love it. But if you say, this is rubbish, they've stolen that, they're from the left or whatever, well, obviously they're going to get their back up and say, hey, fuck you, Donald Trump or Clive Palmer. We don't want you using our shit because we don't like your message. And what goes around comes around, I suppose.
Yeah. And as far as this guy, Totally Not Mark, is concerned, losing 155 videos in just a day.
That's a lot.
When that's your company's sole source of income, or at least a large chunk. I'm sure he has merchandise and things like that as well. But the main source of income, at least, that's taking thousands of dollars out of his pocket.
And his employees.
Yeah. So, hopefully there's money in the coffers to pay his employees while he fights all of these false copyright strikes. on his channel.
Because a lot of people don't realize this, but it's not just the one person doing the video. He has employees, he has editors, he has people who
Yeah.
goes and gets the material for him and blah blah blah. He has all kinds of people he has to pay in order to make his channel successful. It's not
Yeah,
just one
most
person.
larger channels are structured like that. You know,
Yeah.
even Aussie Man Reviews, who we're going to watch here in a few minutes, you know, he ended up renting office space and has staff there that look for the videos and help edit and help write scripts and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's not just him, even though he started out the channel by himself and he's the face of the channel, there's other people behind the scenes that work on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people behind the scenes there. He's just the face of the company.
You guys would not believe how many people work behind the scenes for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we're you know, basically one of those
I mean, we have-
Asian slave labor shops.
I mean, we have
You know,
NASA working. Well, we're working for
Ba-
NASA, but still.
you know, we have like 8-year-old children slaving over sweaters in the background the whole time during every one of our streams.
Yeah, look, an Asian kid actually made this TV for us.
Yeah.
He just took a bunch of junk out the dumpster and just started putting it together and made it.
3 6-year-old Asian kids made our Christmas tree earlier.
Yeah.
Raping third world countries, though, in that procedure has been a menu for Western expansion for 200 years. So, yeah, and ixnay on the sweatshops. The kids, dude, those kids don't feed themselves. We have to pay them this week, so they may need to get some.
Wait.
Go get a couple of heads of lettuce from the supermarket, can you? We need to feed the kids.
I thought the tree was made out of 3 Asian kids. Not 3 Asian kids made it.
I mean, they died during the construction of it.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
But that's okay. We can just pull a few from the sneaker manufacturers line.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even sell the sneakers. They just make them. We don't even sell them. They just make them. We have like millions of sneakers just sitting in warehouses. We don't even sell them. We just make the kids make the sneakers for no reason.
We're kind of like Nike.
Yeah.
The ones we do sell, you know, we pay 3 cents to make them, and we sell them for $200.
Yeah.
Just like Nike.
Just like Nike.
No, we didn't say Nike. What we said was eking backwards. Okay, because that way Nike can't get us if we say eking backwards, can they? Or can they? Eking. All right.
All right, let's continue. Well, Mallory, do you have anything to add?
Nope. All I'm going to say is boop.
Boop.
Mallory's starting to slur her speech just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I think Mallory might need another shot.
Okay.
And let me give everyone a good big ooh.
Well, actually, though, Mallory, you do music uploads, don't you? Is that right? You do music sort of transition stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so what could happen to you, though, is someone who's got no way connected to the original performer but sees your stuff, goes, I'm going to try and muscle in and try to get you for some money and try to extort you. Have you ever had anyone look like that or come in there? Because if you do music, it's probably a matter of time before some bullies decide to claim it falsely, of course. You had anything like that?
No, because every time I upload it does say that there's a copyright issue, and I don't care because the profit or whatever goes to that person. So I don't know. I'm going to try to start a project where if anyone makes music on their own, if it's on SoundCloud and stuff like that, send it to me so I can make an edit just for them and I'll post it, or if they want it and post it on their channel, I'm glad to do it. I just want to support local and newbies and stuff like that, and just practice. Like I'm still a noob when it comes to these weird edits and stuff. Like I'm slowly going to start learning how to use OBS and stuff like that and grow. So I appreciate that I'm on Bunker 33 and the shills and stuff like that. So
I can help teach you OBS.
Yeah.
So
I'm a tough learner. Like I hate learning. Obviously, it's like I hate fucking
No
learning.
shit.
Oh crap!
Hang on,
Yeah,
just back
but
on it. So
yeah,
what you want to do is a bit of a mutual backstretch for someone who's got some music content. They
Yeah.
send it to you. You'll throw in some transitional slides and make it something you might present on, oh, I don't know, MTV or something. Is that kind of what you're getting at?
yeah, because there was one person on Facebook that went out and made some tunes and stuff, and one of the songs that caught my eye, and I said, can I use your song and can I post it on my YouTube? And she said yes, and I was like, okay. So, and she got to share it on Facebook. I just like close. I'm trying to do more of a, people who does stuff on their own, and I could do something, and it kind of builds a nice rapport and a little community of trying to get other creators to spark ideas and stuff like that. Like, even if you just have an idea, I'm all for it to support and stuff like that, and I'll help in any way. Like, I don't know. I love creativity, so I don't know. I fucking hate YouTube for them to do copy strikes and stuff like that. Because if you're gonna create, I don't see why YouTube should shut down or do all kinds of things. So I don't know, man. I'm for the
Sure.
people.
And where would we do that? Would we do it at Mallory's Asylum, or would they go? How would they get in touch with you?
Yeah,
Free
the
plug
first
out.
thing is like either they're gonna contact me on Discord, or they could contact me on Facebook. It seems easy enough.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. And the
Beautiful.
fifth, yeah, because I'm all for, because there's other people. Here's the thing, it's what's weird though, because a lot of people have ideas when they want to set up their own channel and stuff like that. And I'm always like good to go and I get excited and I think of things, but a lot of people don't follow through with their ideas, right? Like, I want people who to be serious on the matter and we could create something fun. Like, I don't care about how many people views it. I don't care the subscription, as long as we're happy. Like, we're in a fucking time where the pandemic, where like we're getting shut down and shit like that, and the nights, like, it's dark all the time. Like, I just like creativity, and I'm a total fucking supporter and bottom to people that likes making up new ideas, and I'm always a yes person. So if you have an idea and you think that I could be part of the fun, just DM me for sure.
Yeah, we are truly
Oh my
living in
God!
the darkest
I
timeline.
need therapy. You're starting to make sense, Mallory. I think I need therapy. Holy fuck! Thanks, man.
Apparently,
That was really
drunk
good.
Mallory is cool
Yeah.
Mallory.
Drunk
Yeah.
Mallory, it gets me in way too much trouble, until sober me is like, oh shit, I gotta fucking do something like that. Drunk me fucking got into a fucking debate with a fucking professor, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's in 2 weeks from now, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start fucking thinking. I still got a debate with Mr. P, and Mr. P is fucking awesome, but don't tell him that. Like, I'm just.
Oh,
But
I'm
What
it's
a
DMing
still
him
going
right now.
fucking down. You know what I mean? Like, I love this weird shit.
Well, I've got a debate with PJCnet pretty soon too.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I think we might be doing it on the SC Toon Show, so I might end up having to, since SC Toon Show broadcasts the same time we do, that's gonna be a little bit of a conflict of interest. I'm asking MC Toon if he'll allow us to simulcast it though, so if we can, I might be able to simulcast it here instead of, not doing a show that night.
Well, all right.
And we can just sit here and comment on
Yeah.
how stupid PJC Net is.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
we
y'all
already
can sit
did
here
that
and
earlier.
comment while I'm, debating, and they'll hear you, but MC Toon and PJCnet won't.
Yeah. That's kind of
He's
the point.
he doesn't have much really to bring to the table that you haven't already heard, other than you don't know 100%, and
Well-
there's always this bit of doubt. How many people are going to die before you don't have any doubt? Him.
And a lot
Then
of
he's got no doubt when he's dead.
personal experiences.
Well, the debate's gonna be on the paranormal, so it'll be about ghosts and shit. So it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, we've gone way off topic. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah, sorry.
Reviews. I criticize, analyze, and share what I know about stories. That's my job. It's a job that exists across radio, podcast, television, and a host of other mediums, all of which don't have to contend with the same insane treatments those that produce on YouTube do. YouTube shouldn't have different rules, and yet Stephen Colbert can produce a video last weekend that includes 100% more Toei animation footage than some of the videos that were claimed by Toei from me, all without adhering to the fair use policy and getting shared to millions of people across the world. While Toei take it upon themselves to willfully ignore that and personally nuke my entire channel that actively succeeds in being transformative, eliminating years of hard work in the process. This isn't right. I'm not just one guy in his bed.
Yeah, TV shows like Stephen Colbert can get away with a lot more stuff than a YouTuber can. And it's really bullshit.
And they can get away with a lot more on YouTube than YouTubers can.
That's what I meant.
You know, every time I look for videos, every search that I do, the first 20 results are news organizations.
Yeah.
And I know if I were to pull up one of those videos and we used it on the stream, just like with the PewDiePie video, even though it's fair use, they'll shut our stream down.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. That's why I was afraid to use it to begin with, but then y'all were like, yeah, don't watch it. And I'm like, yeah, it's not a good idea to watch it because, yeah, they definitely would either copyright claim it or just outright strike it.
But I kind of have thought of a remedy for this. I want to wait a little while to bring it up, though.
Okay.
So let's at least get through this video before we talk about it.
Okay.
Bedroom. I am the head of a small business that employs some of the hardest working individuals I know. People I am proud to employ. People that have families and dependents that they need to provide for this Christmas.
Now, unlike Mark, I am just one guy in his... Well, this isn't a bedroom. There's clearly no bed, is there? This is my studio. And if this was to happen to me, I can tell you categorically it would be the end of my channel.
Now, I've spoken in general terms concerning YouTube's content ID being broken, so let me actually show you how it's broken right now. I've tried reaching out to YouTube, and time and again, they gave me nothing, which leaves me with effectively one course of action: the YouTube appeals system. When a video is claimed, I am given the option right away to dispute that claim, and when I dispute it, the claimant, in this case Toei, has 30 days to respond with their decision. That's right. The company that put the claim there in the first place with no incentive to be honest or thorough in this instance gets to decide the legitimacy of my dispute.
Now, fortunately for me, this has only happened to me a handful of times, but this is the best example I can show you. My Onision video. It got claimed by Onision's company. I appealed the claim and the dispute got rejected.
Yeah, Onision is one of the worst at doing this, and he is a total scumbag.
Okay, let me bring this up. Back when I used to do the weekly Derp show, you know, it was, for all intents and purposes, a news show, even though it was comedy. And every week, regardless of what I used, we would get copyright claims. I remember one time, Flat Derp's brother started a channel. And so I thought, well, you know, not everyone knows about it, so I'll use his first video and make that one of the stories. And I played it. And his video was basically, he animated a stand-up comedian skit about flat earthers. And we got copyright claimed by the comedian. I think it was an auto claim. It wasn't and this could have been the same thing. YouTube auto claims things. Onision might not have claimed that. And
no,
the comedian, I don't think the comedian actually claimed our video. It was just an auto claim. But we disputed it because we're, you know, fully within fair use. We're reporting as a news show, and our claim got denied. So we lost any monetization on that show.
No, that was
Uh,
it was definitely Onision that claimed it because he goes around and watches every single video that's
well,
made about him and claims them.
does it say there that he was the one that claimed it? Because normally it'll say auto claim or
It
this
says
was claimed by the content owner.
it says dispute rejected. That means it went to Onision and he rejected the claim.
No, that's not how the claims work, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, 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 no.
If you dispute a
YouTube,
claim,
no, that's copyright strikes.
no, you still have to.
The copyright claims,
if you
YouTube is the one that manages that.
no, you still have to contact the claimant to get it well, to either get it rejected or appealed. You still have to contact the claimant in the case of a copyright claim. It works the same way. Because I've done it before.
Only if they were the ones that claimed it. If it's auto claimed, then YouTube
it works either way. It works both ways.
Because I've had to do this. And YouTube was the one that claimed the video that I talked about, and YouTube bots were the ones that rejected the dispute.
Well, it's a moot point anyway, guys, because we do have the new TOS coming in the 5th of January, so we'll see there. But the one thing with it is they're going to kill small content operators, and that's what I think they're trying to do. Just sweep the floor of all the little dust specks to make people who are going to more stick at it. But this is actually just arseholism for the sake of being an arsehole. It's a bit douchey, isn't it? They're just trying to make a business model out of it.
There's one I wanted to play but didn't. We're not playing it because it's a song. It was about UMG, and if anyone doesn't know what UMG is, it's Universal Music Group. Universal Music Group is the same ones that keep on going around and claiming different music as their own. Basically, they will buy up every single bit of music that's royalty free, just to be able to make a profit off it for people who use that royalty free music. And it's really fucking annoying because you'll have royalty-free music in your video, and then like 2 years later, it ends up getting copyright claimed because they now own the rights to that music. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, there are several companies that have been created that do just that. And I think we do have an article to go over about one of those companies.
Me too.
Later on.
What's the instance where it says you put up something and it says YouTube's detected a fault, it's removing it now, and then it says, well, what do you want us to do? And you tick the remove the offensive content, and it cuts out that minute and a half and puts it back up. That doesncan seem to happen anymore. Can anyone confirm or deny that for me?
They sometimes will allow you to mute the section that the quote unquote offending section, or completely black it out if it also has to do with visual aspects of it as well. But for the most part, that part's not available for smaller YouTubers. That's only for bigger YouTubers and YouTube partners.
And I had one on my channel actually come up on my Shack channel, and it said, "What do you want to do?" And I just ticked the box and said, "Remove the offending part." You fucking idiot! Ding. And it took it off, put it back up straight away. So all I could do was okay it and say, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck." Anyway, it was something I didn't really want. I think it was one of these streams actually, but there you go. So it checked me. It said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "Get rid of it." So I don't know. That's all fast. What's wrong with that? That wasn't broken.
That's what I had to do a lot of times for my show, was just use the YouTube editor and just cut out whatever it was that was claimed.
Yeah, I don't see a article here, buddies.
The one that Vishanti posted a few days ago in the office.
Oh God, do you know how much I have posted in there and how lost it got?
Yeah, about 500 messages a day.
Yeah. It's a stack of spam. There's so much spam in there. I haven't had to buy any food this week. I've just been eating all the spam.
I just quit reading it.
I'm sorry.
Because every time you moved something on the set, you would repost the screen grab. So there are about 500 pictures of this set in the office right now.
I'm sorry. I've just been a little busy lately, okay? That's
All
not
right.
Are we
that's
looking
not
for
gonna
an
happen
article
anymore
or?
because I'm not moving the set anymore.
Yeah, I'll look for it. Let's play the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you can see, because what better way to decide whether a claim is legitimate or not by asking the person who made the claim if they think it's a legitimate claim or not. And once it got to this stage, I didn't bother fighting it any further.
Okay, that TT guy said he got offered the mute 3 days ago and he's small. Okay, so they must be offering it to smaller YouTubers now because used to it only went to bigger YouTubers, but they must be offering it to everyone now. Anyway.
Well, this highlights how dated and how fragmented our information is. They chop and change the rules every 10 minutes. So if you're an accountant, do you have to ring the tax department every week to see what new rules there are? I believe a few of them do, just to find out what do we got to do this week. So YouTube's become like the taxi, what do you call it, the IRS. They're like that. They're just basically a pack of fucking office workers.
And one thing I thought about a little while ago and then forgot forgot what I was going to say. Do you guys know how, like, if you have a problem with this, if you're trying to dispute a copyright claim, a copyright strike, or anything, and you need to contact YouTube, do you know how you contact YouTube?
Is it Twitter or something ridiculous like that?
You fucking
right?
tweet at them.
Yeah, that's the
They
only
don't
way
have
contact.
a way to actually talk to them on their own site.
Yeah, you have to tweet them, and then
that's how terrible of a platform YouTube is. You cannot contact YouTube on YouTube.
Yeah,
you have to go to a completely different website to contact them, and then you may or may not actually be able to contact them. It's just up to them whether they want to reply or not.
Usually they'll reply within 30 minutes to an hour. I've noticed because I've had to do it myself, and they contacted me, like, even though I only have like 195 subscribers, they still contacted me about the problem, and they were like, yeah, we'll fix it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Okay, well, here's one. Imagine a big company saying, since we shut down our complaints department, we've had 0 complaints. Doesn't that spell it? That's kind of what they like. We killed the complaints. So we nipped it in the bud. Oh, big business. Don't you love it? And TT guy's onto it. So it was 3 days ago. How are you, TT, by the way? Merry Christmas to you and your guys. I hope you have a wonderful season's greetings and have lots of shrimp on the barbie, which we don't actually do, but we let people think.
Yeah, Merry
Christmas.
Sorry,
guys.
Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. Anyway, let's continue.
Further, because I was of the opinion, well, if he needs the money that badly, let him have it. But it is definitely a flawed system. And Mark has to try and do this with 150 videos. And we'll get to why that's not really feasible in just a moment.
Naturally, this gets denied, and that often takes as many as 30 days. After that, we move on to the second step. Remember, this is still just for one video, and this second step is called counterclaim. When I submit a counterclaim, YouTube once again gives Toei ample time to review for another 30 days, during which they again get to decide whether or not my claim is valid, and when they inevitably and arbitrarily decide that it's not, my channel then gets a strike.
Now, a copyright claim is one thing, and it can clearly devastate any size of channel. But a copyright strike is a completely different animal, because you're allowed 3. And then it's bye-bye YouTube.
Which brings us to the last step, counter notifications.
Okay, so, yeah, they're talking about copyright claim there, and I do want to bring up what I was talking about earlier, and what Charisma was saying as well. Whenever the copyright owner is notified and it goes to them, they have the 30 days. If they deny it, there's no recourse at that point for you. Like you will never make any money off of that video. Whereas with copyright strikes, there's actual legal recourse that you can enter into. But with copyright claims, if the person that claimed it, or if YouTube auto claimed it or whatever, if they deny it, then that's it. You just you're never making money off of it.
Yeah. That's
Regardless of
yeah.
whether it's right or wrong.
There's also an instance of retrospective striking too, where what you do, you might get in touch with someone and say, "Can we use your material?" And they go, "Yeah," and then the person goes on to monetization, and they come back and say, "I want money for this now." So you've either got to go in and edit it out, or I don't really know. It sounds like a whole lot of, but it's like the cops post a speed sign. You're doing 80k, they knock it down to 60 kilometers an hour, and then come back and try and book you for all the times you sped along that road.
Yeah.
Theoretically,
Well, as long
you
as
can't
you
do
have
retrospective shit.
documentation saying that they gave you permission to use it,
Yeah.
then you have you have a
Yeah.
binding legal agreement that says yes, you can use it. So then they have no legal justification to ask for money.
But YouTube think they do, and that's what they're doing, and it's crippling you because you've either got to go through all the shit we had to go through, I guess, again on something you put up 8 months ago. Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
And if
you're living in constant fucking anxiety, I guess.
If you have that agreement that says they gave you permission to use it, guess what? You don't have a way to send it to fucking YouTube to let them see it so that they know that you're in the right and they're in the wrong. You can tweet it at them.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll see it. But so then you're putting that person's personal information on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because you can't DM YouTube, you have to tweet.
Yeah.
So you're doxing them. You've actually got to dox the people. Oh no, well oh god, that's so fucking broken.
Well,
I didn't know that.
You've got to dox yourself in order to just
and this goes into what I thought of as a remedy, but I don't want to quite get into that until the end of this video.
There's also another video I got on here that we have to watch because it's this dude's story about how he got doxxed, basically.
Well, we've already been going over an hour, and we've watched a 3-minute video and less than 7 minutes of a second video. So we need to shut up and watch videos.
Yeah, true.
Good call.
Good call.
This is the phase where YouTube gets directly involved and we enter the legal arena. Once I submit this counter notification, effectively alerting Toei of my desire to bring them to court, they have 15 days to respond, and here's the kicker, they never respond.
Well, that's good news then. You will be able to get your videos back. It'll take you 30 years, but at least you'll get them back, right? 150 videos, 30 days to start the process, 30 days for them to respond, another 15 days if you decide to make it a legal matter, and you can only do this one video at a time. If that was me, I'd be screwed. I'll be dead in 30 years.
I need to follow this bureaucratic dance well into my late 60s. That is entirely unacceptable at best and career-ending at worst. And if that wasn't enough to show you how crooked Toei have been and how flawed YouTube's system really is, of the 150 videos that were claimed and blocked worldwide, 9 of them are drawing videos. Some of these took countless hours of work across numerous days to finish, and here's the kicker, they didn't use any, and I repeat, any footage from Toei. And even if they had, they're still, by their very nature, transformative. Heck, that is literally the purpose of these videos. This, therefore, highlights that Toei did not bother to do their due diligence, which is required, according to YouTube, to actually watch the videos to determine their standing with regards to fair use. And so, effectively, if Dragon Ball was in the title, it was removed. They clearly didn't watch any of these videos, and I know this because they took down over 50 hours worth of content in a few hours, oftentimes only seconds apart.
So what you're saying then is YouTube make it really difficult and long-winded for content creators like us to be able to retrieve our content, but huge corporations like Toei Animations can claim your almost entire back catalogue with just a few clicks of the mouse. That seems really fair. And you may want to remember that without content creators, you've got no business at all, no way of earning revenue for yourselves, YouTube, because advertisers aren't going to pay to advertise on a platform that never gets anything uploaded to it.
And the irony of this is, Toei actually approached me themselves earlier this year to help them promote a series of concerts they were looking to hold across the Americas.
What? Well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? You know that YouTuber that we asked a few months ago if we could sponsor him and if he'd help us promote our products? This ruined his life. Let's rip away his primary source of income. He's bound to want to work with us then, after his family starve and the families of his employees starve as well.
I'd like to give YouTube some actionable advice. Instead of investing resources into the removal of a feature that no one on this platform wanted to be removed, the dislike button, consider a reworking of your content ID system to at least expedite this outrageously slow and corrupt process that these companies are consistently, openly, and willfully taking advantage of.
I've linked Mark's channel below. Head over there, give him a subscribe, wish him well. I will definitely be doing exactly the same thing. He is such a nice guy. I've watched some of his content in preparation for making this video, and he genuinely seems to love what he does. I know this isn't my usual content, but every so often, even I feel selfish and come across a video that I want to make. Hopefully people will see it. Hopefully it'll help. I don't know if it will. There are a lot of bigger, more influential channels than mine making videos about this topic, because this really does need to be fixed. People's livelihoods are at stake. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care. Love you. Bye.
Well, guys, I've got one I've got to bring up. We actually have the Dutch Philharmonic Orchestra does the Star Wars theme on Something from Nothing every week, and yet the Gangster Mouse Disney hasn't come and copyright struck it. And you guys have heard the Dutch Philharmonic do Star Wars. It sounds like the real deal, doesn't it? I'm surprised Disney hasn't come and got us. What are your thoughts on that, fellas? With the Star Wars,
It's probably only a matter of time.
Because he does it so well. They do it so well. They're well above their pay grade, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just thought if you do a copyright claim, got a copyright claim on a real hack song, wouldn't that be a badge of honor? Like you read out the acoustic guitar, it's out of tune, you try Stairway to Heaven, and then up to an EMI, you're stealing our music, and like, oh, fucking thank you. That'd be a badge of honor. I'd be wrapped. I'd put it on my wall. I'd frame it. Yeah, like there you go. Disney reckon or EMI reckon I sound like Led Zeppelin. Yeah. So you make it backfire on them. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, part of my idea as a fix for this, and I know Google and YouTube would never do this, but they've proven that they are completely inept at handling any sort of legal matters on their own website. So why not hire a third party? Hire someone who actually knows copyright law and have them manage the entire copyright system.
Yeah, that
for
would make
them.
sense.
And that way, you know, as far as the guy we just watched, totally not Mark, as far as he goes, that's 155 videos that, you know, he's a rather large channel. We'll say Google probably makes $200 a video. That's thousands of dollars in Google's pocket, YouTube's pocket right there, that they will have back just by hiring a third party.
And they can afford it. They can certainly afford it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's freaking
what does
Google.
But
after
YouTube, Google bought YouTube just to line their own pockets. They don't give a shit about YouTube.
No, they don't.
They don't care about improving the platform or anything. It's literally just a cash cow for them.
Yeah.
And that's why they will never do anything like that. And that's why a broken system remains in place.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is that the places like the Gangster Mouse, who shall remain nameless, they actually have teams of lawyers who pay, I don't know, what is it, $5,000 a week, I guess, to be on retainer. They have to justify their existence, so they have to chase down sources of money. That's their job. It's what they do, and they have to justify it. Otherwise, there's the door. You get us some money, or you're costing us money. So that's the way they think. Big corporate mentality, really. Trying to swallow up the little fish. Anyway, yeah.
What's some Aussie Men reviews?
All right. Let's watch Aussie Man.
Everyone, here's my face. Plain Aussie Man here. Vanilla Aussie Man. Acoustic. Just regular old Ethan on this channel. If you've landed here on Aussie Man's video licensing, then please do subscribe. I'd love to grow this community. So yeah, whack that sub button. I want to tell you why I've made this channel though. The purpose of Aussie Man's video licensing is to upload content in its raw form before it makes it onto the main Aussie Man Reviews channel. These are videos that have been sent in to me via aussieman.com/submit, a link in the post description. Please do send stuff in that you've shot yourself if it's pretty good. And yeah, the original rights holder has granted me either an exclusive license or a non-exclusive license to use their video. I want to start cataloging the submissions sent in to me because I do think there's a little bit of fun to be had in doing it. You can outright see something in its raw format before I jump in and overhype the shit out of it and exaggerate it and give it what I think is a lot of new meaning over on Aussie Man Reviews. You can have opinions like, oh, this one would be pretty good for commentary. More importantly, though, as a business and for the sheer survival of Aussie Manning, I do need to do this. That sounds dramatic, but it's very rare I'll share the disputes and struggles of making the content I make over on the main channel because I want to make it look effortless. But yeah, for 8 years, I've ran into gunfire repeatedly in regard to copyright. It used to be big media companies would copyright claim your ass and redirect all the revenue from your video if you use a tiny bit of their intellectual property, or they'd issue a DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, takedown, a strike that cripples features and the functionality of your channel, or it can get it terminated if you have 3 at any one moment. These days, it's the user-generated content UGC licensing industry that I find to be more aggressive than traditional media with copyright claiming and striking. Yeah, claiming means redirecting revenue to themselves. Striking means crippling your channel, taking the content down, DMCAing your ass, and potentially getting your channel terminated. I've got good relationships with some UGC companies, usually after going through a heated dispute with them. Duke & Media and Viral Hog are an example of 2 companies I like to work with now, and I use footage from them all the time. I've got bad relationships with some of them. Usually the ones I've got bad relationships with, they've issued takedowns on Aussie Man videos. One company was saying they were the exclusive rights holder of a bloody chinchilla eating a carrot video and demanded I pay them $10,000 to get their takedown retracted. They Google my net worth and just name a price, basically. Arguing fair use or fair dealing is pointless because that's not going to result in them making money. So the answer is always, nah, your work's not fair use, it's infringement, and they're in the position of power. So no worries, I'm sick of that conversation anyway. I am fucking fed up with it. This is a big tin of worms. Not because I don't think I'm not fair use or fair dealing. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Hard to say. But yeah, people don't realize that when you submit.
And this is the problem. Content creators, just like Aussie Man, have to deal with this broken, fucked up system so much that they get tired of it and just stop dealing with it.
Yeah.
So there's so much content that he could use that would be fucking hilarious because he's one of my favorite channels on YouTube. And he doesn't use it just because he doesn't want to deal with the bullshit of the broken system.
Can I just add to this?
Oh, hang on, let me finish this thought real quick.
Yeah,
like he said, he's started using just a select few companies that he knows he has fair dealings with. And now he started this video licensing channel just so he doesn't have to deal with the broken system anymore. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, now what I've got to add to this is the real human side, because this guy, his skin in the game, what he is saying, he is covered, all right? Here's the thing. Little Aussie Man is 2.5 years old. He actually has a house loan, and he has a missus, I presume. He's building a family unit, and yet he's gone into what is a small business, and they never advise you to do that, especially if you've got a family coming up. So if he loses interest and steps aside because he just can't be bothered and he'll go and drive a forklift, I think it's a blight on the world and YouTube in itself. So we've got to look at the human side of this guy. He is actually in a position to make a living. He's got 5 million subs. That's clout. And yet, even he's thinking, is this worth it? Guys, we're going to lose a lot of good talent if we don't really attack those YouTube idiots and not let lawyers run the companies. Anyway, that's my spiel. I won't go on too much.
Just like Preaky said, what good is YouTube going to be when all the users leave because their stuff is all getting copyright claimed and copyright strike to the point that they're not making money off of it? And so they say, well, to heck with this, I'm just going to go somewhere else.
Yeah. And further on that, you know, I forget who said it earlier, but basically YouTube, I think it was Booma that said it. Basically, YouTube is propping up the big guys, the guys with millions of subs, and fucking everyone like us with a couple of hundred subs. But what that ends up doing is that stunts the next Aussie man or the next PewDiePie or who the fuck ever, because they have to start out where we are right now. And someone, you know, they could have the most brilliant idea for a channel like Aussie Man did and run into false strikes and claims, and they can't get off the ground because of it, so they leave.
Yeah. It's really sad too, because it's just a lot of talent that just ends up being gone forever.
Yeah. I mean, it's why I've decided that, you know, I just prefer this little 200 subscriber channel where we talk about bullshit. We have, you know, 10 people in the chat. Everyone I know. We get a random person popping in every now and then. But for the most part, I know everyone that's in chat. I know everyone on the stream. And that's what I like.
Yeah. That's what's cool about it.
There's too much shit that you have to jump through to make it on YouTube now to even want to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I tried doing that with the old channel. And, well, someone decided that they should buy subs for our channel. I won't name her.
Yeah, I won't name her.
You know, right around the time she also faked cancer and stole a bunch of money from people. But you know, that pretty much killed the channel. But at that time, I was wanting to make a successful channel. And I made a successful show on that channel until she started killing the channel by buying subs.
Yeah. And even then, buying subs doesn't accomplish a thing. You just
it stunts your growth because YouTube, the algorithm will see, hey, you've got 4,000 subs and 100 people are watching your videos. Mm-hmm. So people, even your own subscribers, don't give a shit about your content, so we're not going to promote it.
Yeah.
That's how the algorithm sees it.
Yeah.
Just while we pause,
that killed the channel right there.
Well, while we paused on that too, Aussie Man did point out an interesting one where he mentioned the two UGCs that he deals with, but he didn't mention the others. So I dare say, had he mentioned their names, he probably would have expected a stack of UGC claims, who are the more aggressive ones. Yeah. So this, to me, seems to be a calculated, concerted attack. Let's shake the shit out of it and see if we can make some money. And if we get $5 per person, and it's 1 million people, that's $5 million. I suppose that's kind of the game they're playing, and they're going to make money. So anyway, maybe finish off with Ethan so we can see what the Aussies got to say.
Yeah, let's do that.
Submit videos to certain publishers, you're giving them the permission to upload the video into their rights management tools. YouTube and Facebook have given them these tools as an additional feature. Same way YouTube and Facebook give them to Universal Pictures. Universal goes, we've got lots of IP, we want to protect it. Social media platforms go, here you go, use these tools. So yeah, some of these companies may copyright claim other videos and make revenue from them and not report it back to you. I think that's what was going on with this company that wanted 10 grand. The woman uploaded a video to their submissions form. She expected it to just go on their cute, funny animal Facebook page. She didn't expect anything beyond that. But more went on. I got a fan in Japan to translate Japanese and talk to her, and she had no idea this company was representing her video around the web. Her response was something like, I just wanted my chinchilla to bring joy to the world. Anyway, I've had a lot of exhausting, mentally draining fights over this stuff, and it's getting worse. So that's why I just got to drum up my own fucking submissions as well. So please do send in your videos to aussieman.com/submit. If you grant me the exclusive license, that means you can't submit it anywhere else, and I can sub-license it to others. If you grant me non-exclusive, that means you can submit it wherever you bloody like. You can give as many people as you like non-exclusive licenses. I make this choice available for everyone sending stuff in. I'm not hiding the word exclusive anywhere. If I am the exclusive license holder, then in time, I would like to let other creators use content from Aussie Man's video licensing at no upfront cost or a very low cost, not a massively fucking inflated price like $10,000. This means that your video can end up in a lot of fun places, getting remixed, mashed up, reacted to, commentated on, in hopefully a lot of fun ways. As my library on this channel grows, I would like to have a greater vision with how it can be utilized by creators small and large, making all kinds of content. If I do apply for rights management tools with YouTube and Facebook, and I go down that path like every other company, I intend to be extremely cautious with how I use them, if I even use them at all, because I've been on the receiving end of them for 8 years. Ethics around rights management tools is a big work in progress in my mind, because I understand that some original licensors submitting their videos to UGC licensing companies do want them to act aggressively and generate lots of revenue via copyright claiming or striking other publishers that refuse to pay. There's a side of that argument that's fair as well. But I don't know, that's not how I want Aussie Man's video licensing to behave, essentially. In its inception right now, it's very much about my own risk protection and growing the library down the line to help other creators with their own risk protection. So I hope that helps you understand why this channel exists. It's a dense fucking topic. But if you like the vision of it and what I've got going on, please do send me your videos. I've hired staff to help me watch them. I'm putting all my bloody chips in. So yeah, aussieman.com/submit. And if you want to use a clip from this channel, email licensing at aussieman.com. We're doing up access.
He actually asks you, to email them and say, oh, hey, you want to use our video, just email us and we'll give you the rights. So yeah.
He's also got, apart from hiring extra staff, he put out a call for volunteers to assist, of which I've raised my hand. So hopefully if anyone else does it too, because he does need a lot of support in this, but he's looking after us. So anytime we put in now, it's going to come back tenfold. It's fucking good manners, guys. I reckon anyone, if you can volunteer to help and get someone like this up and propped up, he's got 5 million. He's the best Aussie in the world too, by the way. Salutes to the man.
Yeah, I've got nothing really to add to that. I mean, he's doing something that needs to be done, period. Because that YouTube isn't going to do it. So people like him that actually have a little bit of clout in the YouTube verse should do things like this to help protect everyone else in the YouTube verse.
Yeah. Anyway, this next one, this one's about being swatted. As in having the SWAT team called on you.
All right, let's do it.
Wow,
Ooh,
this has been the craziest 2 weeks of my life. Let's get into it. So, for those of you that don't know what happened, my YouTube was false striked. 4 of my videos were taken down falsely by someone of the name McKeg Brittany. SapphireOrders@gmail.com. That's like, who the fuck is that? Basically, if you get 3 or more copyright violations, your channel will be set to be terminated within 7 days of the third strike. After having a mini panic attack of, just thinking that my channel was going to be completely terminated, wiped, and taken from me, I started doing a little bit more research. Now, if I did absolutely nothing, my channel would have definitely been terminated after 7 days of the third strike. But since I found out what I needed to do, I was able to keep my channel. As you can see, I'm uploading again. This could happen again, I don't know, but we'll find out. Back to what I was saying, in order for me to get my channel back, I would have to literally send all of my information over to whoever striked my videos. Now, this happens through YouTube. You put in your information and you send it through YouTube. The person who strikes your videos can see it. They know who you are. My privacy is gone now. It's gone. This person has my address. They have my phone number. They have literally everything they want on me. Over a false strike, they have all of my information. That, to me, is ridiculous. So, say you're in my shoes and your videos get false striked by someone who likes to SWAT! Excuse me for raising my voice, but yes, I was swatted. 2 days after I submitted my my information through YouTube for that person, I get swatted? Isn't that kind of weird? YouTube's copyright system is so easily exploitable, it's disgusting. I just don't see why you side with the person who copyrights videos over the actual creator themselves first. Like, say this happens again. My video gets instantly taken down with nothing of anybody else's property in it. All the videos that were taken down on my end were my own creation. There was no music in them. There was nothing that anybody else owned. So why is that fair? That's just not fair to me.
YouTube does not meet.
Yeah, YouTube favors the claimant. They don't favor the creator. So
yeah, it's a guilty until you prove without a doubt whatsoever that you're innocent. And even then,
you're still
it's
guilty.
going to take a long fucking time to prove that you're innocent.
Yeah. And even then, you have to give the person that struck your channel all of your personal information. That means, let's say someone pissed off decides, they don't like you. Well, they don't know where you live. They're like, oh, well, I'll just copyright strike them. And then whenever they fight it, I'll just dox them. That's happened. People get doxed because of this. And get swatted.
So really, they could also get that data collected or collated and then sell that data onto, I don't know, Amazon or someone like that too. Yeah. So the data collection aspect is a whole other little hidden industry where they can make a few extra dollars. So it's reeking illegality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even to us non-lawyers. Any legal advice here on this show is actually opinionated only and is not in any way to be taken as proper legal advice, except what Quiddy says, because he always tells the truth. But us, the rest of us, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Yeah, I probably would not take any legal advice from me if I were you. But I don't control you. You can do whatever you want. Just don't mention Quiddies when you do it.
Yeah, don't mention Quiddies. Don't mention Miss Christmas. Don't mention Booma. Anyway.
Immediate copyright disputes. So first they give away my video to some random company just because they say they own it. And after they did this, they say, oh yeah, but it's not our problem anymore. We don't get involved.
Tell me that's not crazy. That's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm trying to find a way to get in contact with this person, this McKeg Brittany at sapphireorders@gmail.com. Like, who are you? I'm trying to get in contact. I need to know who the fuck this is. For the police reports. Swatting is illegal. It's illegal. So,
Also, that's again, you cannot contact them. They only can contact you. Which doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. Like, you give them all your information, but yet they don't have to give them theirs? They don't have to give you theirs? Like, something's a little bit wrong there.
10 minutes of my life wasted is 10 years for you, right? That's, I'm just trying to, find out who you are for the police. And when I do find out, it's a wrap. But see, finding out is not as easy as it sounds, considering the fact that YouTube does not give you the claimant's information. They will not do it. They just won't do it.
Can you please give me some contact information? And they said, no, we're not allowed to do that. Sorry, we're not allowed to give out any information about the claimant. And I said, okay, so what am I supposed to do? And they were like, yeah, you have to resolve the issue with the claimant. How am I supposed to solve the issue with the claimant if there is no way to contact the claimant? So to wrap this up, it's possible to anonymously claim other people's videos on YouTube. And the one who claims also gets to decide if his own claim is correct. And YouTube says they don't mediate. They don't get involved.
My friend Logan, you guys might know him as Obby Raids, he went through a similar situation where he was extorted. People wanted him to pay them to not strike his channel. Basically, they wanted 150 from him, or they were going to strike his channel for a third time.
150 is better than 10,000.
This is fucking crazy. This was 7 months ago.
And I've been striked twice and basically extorted into, if I don't pay this dude, he's going to strike a third one of my videos down. It's very unfortunate, and YouTube has not really done very much help for me. I can't get in contact with them. One of the appeals got denied, and I'm asking for you guys' help to try to get my tweet out there to YouTube or some.
Literally every copyright claim or copyright strike video that I've ever seen on YouTube has said exactly what this guy right here is saying right the fuck now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
literally everyone. It's the same exact problems.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys like Vice Rhino too. He has to alter his content. Reckless Ben, he had the biggest pain in the ass over bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Who else? MXR, who does reviews on Skyrim mods. On a Skyrim mod game, he got hassled. And who was the other one? Gopher, who does game mod channels, and Professor Stick also. So everyone, it's a common story. There are I just thought of those off the top of my head. I've got no list. So there you go. It's a common story.
Of course, one of my all-time favorite YouTube stories was oh crap, I can't remember the guy's name. False copyright struck Thunderfoot.
Oh god,
Venom Fang X.
Venom Fang X. Yeah. Venom Fang X. God,
Thunderfoot, regardless what you think about the guy, Thunderfoot is a complete asshole, which kind of makes him awesome. But when someone false copyright struck him, the asshole really came out. And Venom Fang X ended up crying and begging for forgiveness and apologizing on YouTube because of it. Like he didn't just, go for the why don't you remove it and we'll move on. No. He was like, you're going to beg for fucking mercy from me for doing this shit.
No, he said, you're going to delete your channel and never come back to YouTube. And he did.
Yeah.
He did. He deleted his channel.
I mean, he whipped out the big dick of the law and slapped him in the forehead with it repeatedly.
Yeah. Well, that's because Venom Fang X copyright struck, I think it was 6 of Thunderfoot's videos at one time, just because he mentioned his name in it. That's it. And then Thunderfoot got pissed, rightfully so, after he won all 6 copyright claims and strikes. Yeah.
Yeah, and someone else tried to do it a year ago.
Yeah,
they tried the exact same thing. They did 2 copyright strikes and then threatened him that they'll give him a third if he didn't comply with their demands.
No. She actually doxed him too.
I mean, everyone pretty much knew exactly who he was before that.
Well, but doxing is still illegal.
Yeah.
Doxing is still illegal. Because she contacted his employer, which is his best friend, and that's funny. That was the funny part.
Well, he's employed by a university now, I think.
Yeah, but back then, his best friend was pretty much his employer, and he was like, "You contacted my employer and told him that I'm a Nazi, that I'm a child M word, all these things, that's obviously not true about him. That, I'm like, dude, just because he made a stupid video about you, you're pulling all this shit. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Look, although it's off topic, the thing about doxing is, if it's malicious, it's doxing. There's none of this, you put your details up somewhere else, this, that, the other. If the person's putting your details up without, say, me advertising Quiddy's location in hell for all of your demon possession needs, I'm advertising his business. That's not doxing. But if I'm saying Quiddy's is the product of Satan, well, and here's his address, go get him, that's doxing.
Yeah.
And although both are true, I'm not allowed to say that. So I don't understand that. Gets confusing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
it?
she
But if
tried
it's malicious, yeah.
Well, just so you guys know, even though he did say that I live in hell, he didn't say which level of hell, so it's not technically doxing.
And the woman
okay.
The woman I was talking about earlier, she actually ended up making a Patreon page to pay for the lawyer bills, which didn't ever make any money, but still.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue with this.
Somebody in charge.
We're going up on a year and no changes have been made. I don't understand. I literally do not understand. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm mad because I got my YouTube channel strike. Maybe I'm mad because I got swatted because of the strike. I don't know. I have no idea. But I honestly think that this is ridiculous. YouTube is for creators, but people who aren't creators can take down the creators' channels and their videos and whatever they want. Kind of reminds me of the Twitter exploit that I dealt with that fucking Shane kid who bought verified accounts, hacked verified accounts, and literally suspended anybody he wanted to. Like, this is so dumb! YouTube, I am begging you. We are begging you. Fix your shit.
Yeah,
please. Just fix the copyright shit. Please. That's all I'm just asking for you to fix the copyright. Because this is just not correct. That is not correct. Apparently, as I'm recording this, YouTube tweets out that they're doing changes for the copyright, and you can now see what exactly was claimed at what time. And this still doesn't fucking help! People can still false claim your videos. It literally doesn't matter who the fuck they are. They can still do it. So, with that being said, stay safe out there. I hope everybody has a good day. And, yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed.
Yeah, I just knew this.
So I've been doing the whole YouTube thing for about 3 years now, give or take a few months.
Yeah.
And my first foray into the whole copyright stuff was when Daniel Pratt copyright struck Team Skeptic.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I remember that.
Literally everything that Team Skeptic bitched about as far as how the process goes and everything is still exactly what is being bitched about 3 fucking years later.
Yeah, they haven't changed a goddamn thing.
They keep giving these superficial changes, but that's not what people are bitching about. That's not the problem with the system.
And then they removed the dislike button, like, why?
Yeah, they removed DMs.
Yeah, they removed DMs.
Okay.
Everyone loved that. Then they remove where you can click on someone in a live chat and go to their channel, YouTube channel.
One good thing
and
that I
now
loved,
they remove the dislike.
The one thing that I loved about the older YouTube is you can make reply videos. And they got rid of that because reasons.
Well,
yeah,
can I
features
jump in,
that are
guys?
actually useful, they get rid of.
Yeah, like what?
Can I just put in one though? The system being the way it is, with so many people losing what can technically be called their livelihood, where is that knight in shining armor solicitor lawyer out there who's going to jump in and actually take YouTube through a class action to court and carve their name in his desk? Because if you're the lawyer that drags YouTube in, you're going to be big. So that normally happens in these situations where a broken system is. There's the
What's
class
Aaron
action, then
Brockovich
the
up to
publicity.
these days?
Yeah, good idea. There's the example. Yeah, Aaron Brock. But a lawyer who turns up and does that, you're going to be famous, dude. You are going to have 1 million people saying, oh, they're going to want to have your children. So where are you? You're out there. We know you're out there. You're not listening now, but wherever you are, there is a lawyer who will save the world.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe not. I don't know. what's in it for him.
And I can guarantee you it's not going to be Nate the lawyer.
Riley. Maybe we could get Riley.
Riley, yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, you get Riley. Yeah. But he just pee in the middle of court. I mean, I'd be afraid of that.
Excuse me while I stream.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is an egg. Yes, thank you, Riley. That's true. That's very good. That's my case.
It's like
The
the
defense
Chewbacca defense. It's
Yeah, the
Riley's
defense
egg
rests.
defense.
Riley's egg defense. Well, I think this is a good enough place to start shutting it down.
Well,
Good
hang
idea.
on. I did find that article and I moved it over to the green room.
Oh, okay. Good,
So
good,
if you'd
good.
like to, I can read it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So this happened on December 3rd of 2021. 2 men have been indicted by a grand jury for running a massive YouTube content ID scam.
Oh, this
that
story,
netted,
yeah. I remember
that
this
netted the pair more than $20 million. Webster Batista Fernandez and Jose Terran managed to convince a YouTube partner that the pair owned the rights to 50,000 plus tracks and then illegally monetized user uploads over a period of 4 years. To protect copyright holders, YouTube uses an advanced piracy recognition system. I wouldn't really call it advanced, that flags videos or music used on users' channels without permission. Through this content ID system, infringing content can be removed or monetized by funneling ad revenue to copyright holders, which can be quite lucrative for the rights holders in question. YouTube previously said that it paid $5.5 billion in ad revenue to rights holders from content claimed and monetized through Content ID, but the system doesn't always work exactly as planned. Over the years, countless YouTube users have complained that their videos have been claimed and monetized by entities that apparently have no right to do so. But fearful of what a complaint might do to the status of their accounts, many opted to withdraw from battles they feared they might lose. Until now, the scale of this problem has been unclear, but a scandal revealed in court documents unsealed in Arizona now shines some light on the shadowy world of Content ID abuse. The grand jury indictment. The case. United States of America versus Webster Batista Fernandez and Jose Terran reveals a massive Content ID scam that generated more than $20 million for the 36 and 38-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona and Doral, Florida. The basics are straightforward. Starting sometime in 2017, through to at least April 30th, 2021, Fernandez and Terran began monetizing music on YouTube for a vast library of more than 50,000 songs, none of which they owned the rights to. The pair falsely represented to YouTube and an intermediary company identified only as the initials AR in the case, that they were the owners of the music and were entitled to collect royalty payments from their use on YouTube. In some cases, the defendants used forged documents claiming to be from artists declaring that the pair had rights to monetize their music. The defendants and their scam. Batista is a citizen of the Dominican Republic, president of Musica LLC, CEO of Media Move LLC, and the member and statutory agent of Allegra Records LLC. Terran is an Arizona resident, the registered agent of Musica Inc. LLC, the agent of VA Music Inc., a member of Media Move LLC, and the owner of Move Music LLC. On or around April 21st, 2017, Batista and Terran, through Media Move, entered into a contract with AR, an entity that administers and issues payments to those who claim music on YouTube. In its contract, Media Move claimed that it is the writer, author, publisher, copyright holder, and creator of a massive library of musical works. The company also gave assurances that it would not infringe on the rights of third parties in any way. After giving assurances that it would not deliver any content to AR if it suspected that any of the submitted content was not cleared for commercial use and monetization, MediaMove declared the 50,000 track musical library its own and had it uploaded to YouTube. AR was then responsible for enforcing MediaMove's content claims on YouTube and paying out the required royalty payments. $20,776,517.31 worth of scam claims and payments. According to the indictment, over the course of about 4 years, AR paid the defendants in excess of $20.77 million, while the artist who actually created the tracks got absolutely nothing. Identified only by their initials, some of the artists who should have received compensation include JLP, who was owed $132,702 but got $0. LC, who was owed $128,339, and CP, who was owed $102,626. The actual payments to these artists amounted to $0 since Batista and Tehran appear to have taken everything. Expenditure events listed in the indictment and carried out by the defendants include $546,000 towards the purchase of a property, almost $130,000 on a 2017 Tesla, in excess of $92,000 on a BMW i8, and $62,500 in jewelry. The victims. Given the fraudulent nature of the contract, YouTube paid out a huge sum to the pair that should have gone to the real artists and creators. 30 of the highest grossing artists are listed by initial in the indictment, but many more are clearly affected. However, also falling victim to the scam were huge numbers of YouTubers who had their uploads flagged by YouTube and AR as infringing and subsequently monetized by Batista and Tehran. Complaints are not hard to find. Large numbers of YouTube videos uploaded by victims of the scam dating back years litter the platform, while a dedicated Twitter account and a popular hashtag have been complaining about MediaMove since 2018. As early as 2017, complaints were being made on YouTube Google's support forums, with just one receiving more than 150 replies.
I just want to say something. A couple of my old videos were actually claimed by MediaMove, way back in the day, and I fought them and I won. So, even back then, if you fought it, you usually could win. It all depended on just how
it depended on how
YouTube
day. Felt that day.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah, they don't.
That's pretty much the theme of this. It depends on how YouTube feels.
Okay, here's the thing. Well, that's what we know about what money there is. What have they siphoned off elsewhere and it's hidden? We'll never know.
Yeah.
But imagine how they try to scam. Suddenly they wouldn't have got 20 million straight away. So at one point, they're suddenly just getting all this free money and just rinse and repeat. In that situation, who would not do it? But now what are they doing? Money by deception, fraud charges? Or what's the upshot of it? Are they going to go to jail?
Hang on. There's only like 6 sentences left in this article.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought it was the end. Okay. Yep.
Quote, I want to make a claim through this play. Since a few days ago, a said company called MediaMove is stealing content from my channel and from other users. Does anyone know something about said company? One reads. Quote, I investigated and there's nothing in this respect. I only found a channel saying that several users are being robbed and that when they come to upload their own songs, MediaMove detects the videos as theirs. And finally, charges in the indictment. Batista and Tehran are charged with 30 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and aggravated identity theft. The indictment also seeks forfeiture of any and all property traceable to the pair's offending, including a property in Phoenix, Arizona, the contents of 2 bank accounts, a Tesla, and a BMW.
They even had the cars taken.
Yep.
But
so the $500,000 house that they bought in Arizona,
gone.
Their entire bank accounts and their $100,000 cars have all been taken.
Gone. But see, the thing is, with my videos, they were videos of Final Fantasy being played, and I didn't have any music in it except for the music from the game. And they claimed like 30 seconds of each video, and I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah,
this wasn't
and
even
that's what a lot
copyrighted
of
music. It wasn't even copyrighted
that
music. It was just part of a game.
that's what a lot of people do because it's so easy to do, and you can get a little bit of money, and even if I'm making say 5 cents from your channel,
Yeah.
but I do this 10,000 times or 50,000 times or
Yeah.
whatever. Even if some of them get retracted, I'm still gonna make pretty good money off of scamming people like this.
Yeah.
And
Because
wherever there can be a scam, wherever a system fails to prevent scamming, there will be scammers.
you literally, all they have to do is do a single click, copy and paste the text. That's it. You click, copy
Free
and
money.
paste,
Yeah.
click the submit button. That's it. Takes about 10
Free-
seconds.
Free money is a hell of a drug. Sorry, free money is a hell of a drug, as they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, true. True.
So, Quiddies, are you finishing up? Is that the article, or are we still got a bit
Yep,
more?
that's it. That's the article.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're going to wind it down, because I think we were planning to, I might just give us a quick shill. We're playing poker at about 16 or so hours on Bunker 33. So if anyone wants to come in and join in, it's I can't remember the time, but about 16 hours from now. And on Wednesday, we're doing Christmas gifts from Christmas past. We're going back in time to do all those weird and wonderful. We're going to read the testimonials, and you have to try to guess what the actual gift is from the testimonials. So that's going to be Wednesday, 8 p.m. UTC on Bunker 33 with Artem and myself and whoever happens to join us from the US crew. That's my shilling for the day. What about you guys?
I'm just going to go back to sleep on my couch now. Tired. Gotta recharge.
I don't really have anything to shill.
I'll probably be playing some cards on this Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through the Derp Squirrels channel. So if anyone wants to join me for Cards Against Humanity, just go to the Derp Squirrels channel and server rather. I'll put a link in our Discord, and you can go there if you want to play with us. It'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday.
Yeah, yes, Ugly German Truth, you're correct. You can't smoke frankincense or gold, but you can smoke mirth. I discovered that 2,000 years ago or so. Yeah, sorry, Ugly German Truth is giving me a ribbing as he does. Oh, well. Okay.
Hey,
well,
kitty.
I would ask Mallory if she had anything to say, but she mysteriously disappeared a little while ago. I think she got a little too drunk.
I'll do it, Melly. I can neither confirm nor deny that. I'll plead the fifth, and I'm so baked. That's what she would have said. So there you go.
Yeah,
oh, and Mallory's asylum.
Go to Mallory's Asylum if you want to talk to Mallory. I don't know why you would want to, but you can do that. It's a thing that you can do if you really wanted to. Again, I don't know why you would want to.
I don't recommend joining Mallory's Asylum on Discord, but if you want to, just don't mention my name.
Yeah.
Just like legal matters.
Enter at own risk. Yeah. You can't sue us. We got no fucking money, so it doesn't matter. All right.
Oh, that's what it was. Mallory had urgent business to debate an old Gmail account of hers. That's what it was. That's
I think delete instead of debate.
Well, either way.
or maybe she was making another Wikipedia sandbox article.
Oh yeah, that's what. Okay, that too.
That was a stroke of genius, dude. I love that.
I loved editing that. That was fun.
Since she's not here, I will admit that I was part of the fun on her sandbox.
Me too.
And I think MC Toon actually was able to capture all the changes to her sandbox that night. And you'll notice in one of them, down at the bottom, it just says titty sprinkles.
Oh yeah.
I wonder who put that there.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Actually, I did see the original, and it was pretty funny. The problem is everyone got in and butchered the fuck out of it within 5 seconds. But if you can find the original draft, man, she's actually done a perler of a fucking job with it. It's just there are those people that have to break out the sledgehammer and destroy someone's art, and there's that person who's saying, "Blitz in London will fuck you. I'm putting on my lights." Oh God, how come there's a bomb getting me? But anyway, it was a good Wikipedia. I liked her Wikipedia.
I still love the fact. I still love the fact that she was like, "It took me days to do that," and y'all just ripped it apart.
The fact that everyone went in and had to censor it, doesn't that mean that she was on the money with her ball washed? Because if it was not of any consequence, those ball wash people wouldn't have felt so, well, what's the word? Needing to do something to destroy it. She was being censored. That was them and they. That's it.
Wikipedia,
she got evidence.
Wikipedia will if it receives too many edits at one time, we'll shut the ability to edit that page down temporarily until it actually receives an actual person to review everything. And that's
Jin Shu definitely hit the nail on the head. No document is complete without the official titty sprinkles.
Well, it's like a wax seal, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
It's done with your candle wax on. Yeah, cool.
You know, it's the signature line.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that makes it a legal document.
A letter without signing it.
Of course.
Yeah.
But obviously, the ball washed in the world did actually go in and censor her documents. So that's now warranted more investigation into ball wash. So it's backfired on all the ball wash people. So she has achieved her goal. Cunning. So you think she's silly, but that's very cunning.
What about all the flat wash people though? Flat washing is a problem too.
Well, we've been going for over 2 hours. And I really need to get off of here and go to sleep. So
I've already
good night,
everyone. Good
night, everyone. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.